Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Glass Can Challenge. Today is part 34, and if you're new here, the rules are pretty simple. We have 1 HP, we're only allowed to use cannon launch weapons, and we're playing Master Mode. Yesterday, as you can see, I have become completely stacked, bro. We have just about every single damage accessory I could possibly want. Insane, man. And we're starting off this video with a unique problem. If you notice here, when I throw on everything, got all this stuff, we have all our damage accessories on. Wait, there's one more. The recon scope, there we go. I have 98% crit chance. When I add, okay. Yeah, look, I have 98% crit chance. When I add buffs, like the well-fed buff and the rage potion, I'm gonna have over 100% crit chance, which means I'm missing out on potential damage. So I've reached a problem where I have so much damage that I need to get rid of some of these lucky accessories because they're so crazy, bro. And this one doesn't even have a reforge yet. So yeah, I need all menacing because I've literally capped out my crit chance. Now granted, that's only when I'm in stealth mode, but stealth mode only adds 10%. Like, it's crazy, bro. So yeah, first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna get menacing on everything. Thank you. All right. I believe that is everything. Menacing, 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 menacing. All right. Just like that, I've drained my entire supply of like 18 platinum I had from Golem, but we now have all menacing. And just like that, our crit chance is down a little bit, but holy shit, 237 damage. So let's fix this stuff back up. All right, there we go. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna have all of those accessories on for Moonlord, as well as the Shrimpy Truffle mount, which I talked about previously. I'll just real quick run through it again. Initially, the plan was to get Soaring Insignia and beat Golem the boring way, but I figured since this is the Glass Can Challenge, it'd be a lot cooler if I just completely max out my stats, and the Shrimpy Truffle allows that the best because when it is raining out, I think it works when it's raining too. Also, they totally buffed this outside of water because it did not used to be this fast, but I think it works when it's raining, but you get a plus 15% damage buff just by riding this mount in water. And obviously it allows me to not need any of my other movement accessories, which allows me to load in like the Sunstone, the Eye of the Golem. So super duper good. Yeah, bro, like this run is coming to an end. I mean, I have everything I need. And today, the plan is simple, man. We're gonna kill Lunatic Cultist, we're gonna plow through the pillars, and we're gonna do whatever else I need to kind of prep for the Moonlord fight. So it's gonna be either the third to last or second to last video right now, which is pretty crazy, bro. It's been a fun journey, but let's focus on what we got at hand here. Before I fight the Lunatic Cultist, I think it'd be really fun to get rage potions and just see how fast I can kill him. All right, there we go, man. I went ahead and fished up 4 Hemopiranhas. Now we have Wrath and Rage, and I also crafted a few more mini nukes. It feels like there's so much to talk about, man, because yesterday was crazy, bro. I feel like I didn't emphasize that enough. I got 5 Eyes of the Golem and 18 Golem kills. That shit's a 1 in 7 drop. I got so lucky with that, and it totally sets me up. I have the most stacked loadout I think I've ever seen, bro. Holy shit. And then once I have the Shrimpy Truffle mount on, I'm just doing so much damage without any buffs. It's absolutely crazy, bro. And yeah, dude, it just feels weird because the run's just like that. The run's almost over because all I need to do now is kill the Cultist. This is the entire plan for the rest of the run. Kill Cultist, destroy some Sky Islands and stuff just to clear out a way for Moonlord, and then kill the pillars, fight Moonlord, and then I'm just done. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. So let's get to it, man. First step is just killing Cultist. Y'all know I don't necessarily like fishing in this game, but I do just want the opportunity to absolutely humiliate Cultist. Not that I don't like him as a boss. I actually think he's a pretty cool and fun boss, but I just want to see how much damage we can be doing, bro. So let's get it, man. All right, how much damage? Oh, Lunatic Cultist actually does have like a pretty significant like homing damage immunity. So yeah, he's only taking 75% of the normal damage he would be. And we're still absolutely melting him. This is crazy, bro. All right, now he's gonna enter phase 2. Are you gonna do your lightning now? Yes. All right, now's his other attack. That's the guy, right? Thank you. Whoa, chill. Also, fun fact, the Lunatic Cultist, like when he does his little shadow thing, where he has like the decoys, he can only spawn on the top and bottom right parts of the triangle. I don't know why they have that, but he'll just never spawn on the bottom left. And also, I can just remember the attack pattern because I grinded this fight for a different challenge. In his second phase, it's every 6, and I'm dead anyways. Yeah, I'm actually horrible at commentating during a fight, but it doesn't matter anyways, man, because I'm just gonna go back there without buffs and whoop his ass real quick, so. It's crazy, dude. We're just doing so much damage. But yeah, what I was trying to say is, Lunatic Cultist's attack pattern is very simple. Literally, in the first phase, it's just he does 5 attacks before every decoy, and those attacks are always fire, ice, lightning, fire, ice. And then once he enters second phase, he does 6 attacks, so fire, ice, lightning, and then decoy. But each of those attacks has like a 20% chance or something to be replaced by either the sparkly like Stardust shotgun-y attack or his little purple fat ball attack. So yeah, very detailed explanation there, but I'm just gonna whoop his ass real quick. All right, goodbye, fat ass. And there we go, man. That was so easy, bro. And now it's the pillars. Now, unfortunately, I probably won't be able to say the same thing about the pillars. Are we even allowed to use pylons during pillars? Is that a thing? I think they changed it so you could, right? That'd be sick if you could. Yes, let's go. All right, yeah, the pillars are very likely not gonna be super fun. So, at least the Nebula pillars right in the middle of the stuff, but the Snowman Cannon is a very good, like, pillar clearing weapon, but we have 1 HP and we're fighting the pillars. And you know what would be better than the Snowman Cannon? Any of the actual pillar weapons, which I'm unfortunately not allowed to use. So yeah, bro, there's not much more to it. Let's see how this kind of goes though, because I'm not sure if I want to do a post-commentary talk or what. All right, we're honestly doing even more damage against this than I expected, bro. We're literally making it look like classic mode right now. Yeah, I'm still gonna die a few times though. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think there's much more for me to talk about here. I mean, there's nothing significant about the pillars. I literally just have to do it before I kill Moonlord. I think the plan from here is pretty straightforward. I'm gonna break the Sky Islands, I'm gonna kill the pillars, and they'll have a nice open clear sky to just fight Moonlord. I don't think I'll bother breaking the star platform just because that'd be so annoying, but I also hope it doesn't get in the way of the Shrimpy Truffle mount during the fight, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So yeah, man, today is probably the second to last video then, because I don't think I'm gonna take too much time on Moonlord, but let's see. It kind of makes me sad, man. This challenge was really fun. Even though I'm just gonna start up another one right away. The glass cannon challenge still is, it's gonna be significant. A significant moment on this channel though, for sure. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna skip to a normal talk while I just kind of speed run through some of this shit, and tomorrow should be Moonlord, so yeah, bro, let's get it. Yeah, sorry if today kind of felt very incohesive because I don't know, man, I'm just kind of at shock because we were just fighting Golem for like 3 videos straight trying to figure that fight out, and then all of a sudden the rest of the run is just super easy, even though it's at like the climax of the run. But I just have everything I could possibly need and want, and the rest of the path is just so linear, man. Just kill Golem or what? Kill Moonlord, I mean. Anyways, man, I'll figure out what to talk about tomorrow because tomorrow is very likely Moonlord. But for now, I want to talk about just another random topic. Today we're going to talk about an idea I just came up with on the spot. Is technology a good thing or a bad thing? Now, to like the strength of humanity and all that, technology is obviously good, but you gotta look at the question a little deeper. There's a lot of times where technology can make people feel significantly worse, which isn't a hot take at all, and I'm aware of that. But let's just start somewhere, man. Let's start with just running. A classic topic on the channel. I am a firm believer that running without music that's the move. That's the move you should go for, because all the stuff I preach about with running, you'll notice I very little talk about the physical benefits of stuff like running and lifting. One, because they're kind of obvious. You get faster and you get healthier and you burn calories. Like, no shit. But also, like, the mental benefits are really the reason why I run. I've been running 3 miles every day, and that's not me pushing, trying to get them faster and faster. My miles are so slow, but I take it as an opportunity to just like think. And a lot of times when I do that before I hop on a video, my ideas are all just prepped and ready. It's like your mind just tries to avoid the boredom of being on a run, and it fills that in with like, you get some of your most creative thoughts. It's the same reason why showering, like a nice warm shower, everyone talks about shower thoughts. Why is that? Well, a shower is like the only time we're not on technology and we're just chilling, doing something relaxing. And yeah, I guess it's kind of boring, but I guess just that chilling, like relaxing, warm shower promotes you to just like have some nice thoughts, man. You're not necessarily bored because it's so easy to think about stuff, and whether you're planning out the day to come or you're just like thinking about what you're gonna do or what's gonna be fun. I don't know, bro. You know what I'm talking about. Shower thoughts are great. And I feel like a large part of that is just because we're not on technology. Another common thing is the classic YouTube and eat, bro. Eating while watching YouTube, that's just a staple hobby or staple habit that almost everybody does, bro. A good video and a good meal can totally hit. But I also believe that sometimes eating without a meal can be just as beneficial, man. If not more beneficial a lot of the time. But it's just so hard to break that habit, because if you're anything like me, man, like after I run, after I lift, after I make these videos, like I just want to chill, dude. And it's very hard to convince yourself to just be like, all right, we're gonna eat and we're just gonna not watch anything. We're just gonna eat and enjoy our food. Because that's boring, bro. It's like, I've already done so much boring ass shit. I don't want to do more boring stuff. But it's like a lot of times it's the same concept as the shower thoughts, where your brain, like when you're eating, it's also relaxing. It's also just a steady flow of dopamine or some shit. And your mind's just like, all right, let's think about some cool stuff and let's plan out the day. Now, I don't necessarily think eating without a video is something that could really feel that beneficial all the time, because there's 100% merit. Like, we cannot forget that there is merit to stuff like going on a run with music. Like, if you listen to music every now and then, it feels great, bro. Like, you're just like, wow, I'm so pumped. Like, I'm so excited. The music just kind of elevates your emotions. But if you run every day with music, your body gets used to it, and you're not getting the benefits of running without music. So I think a lot of times when people, or even just me, when I talk about stuff like this, it can be kind of misconstrued to believe that like technology is actually the devil. Like, you should never listen to music while you run, never listen to music while you lift, never do anything different. Just always technology's bad. But that's not necessarily true, because there's so many experiences I have with technology that are like, damn, that video and that food was so good. I mean, I have so many memories where like every night, for example, this was a few years ago, I would just get a big bowl of goldfish after school, and I would just chill and watch this Poly Bridge 2 playthrough from this dude Aliens Rock 50, or I think he's just Aliens Rock now. That was so relaxing, bro. And I think back on that and I'm like, damn, that felt good. Like, if I just grabbed a big bowl of goldfish and sat on the couch and held on to my thoughts, like, that'd be boring as shit, bro. I don't want to do that. That's boring. But it's totally a good idea every now and then. So I think that addresses just music and YouTube, but let's address kind of the elephant in the room. The big buzzword of 2025, AI, bro. Is AI a good thing or a bad thing? Now, there's all sorts of talks you can have about like the political shit, like you know, all the data centers that are being built and stuff. This is the type of stuff my brother freaking yaps my ear off about, but it's honestly very interesting. They build data centers in these areas, and then the people living in the area pay for it, and not the billionaires with a shit ton of money. Now, I'm not necessarily like full, I mean, we're not gonna get into politics here, but I think it's pretty damn clear that the wealth gap is pretty crazy, bro. But I kind of play both sides, because I believe there is obviously a problem with greed and billionaires paying off politicians, and you can basically do whatever the hell you want if you're a billionaire. I mean, just look at like shit like Epstein Island, bro. Like, you could do anything when you're a billionaire. But at the same time, I don't see a world where anytime soon that problem goes away, because the greedy guys have all the power right now, bro. So what are you gonna do about it? So my perspective is, lock in with what you got. It's a lot easier to change yourself and build the best habits and the best you than it is to fix everyone else around you. So that's kind of like the philosophy I've always lived by. Not always, but in the last few years, that's what I've really encouraged myself to do. I think that's beneficial, man. So I'd like to encourage you guys to do that as well. But we were talking about AI. We were talking about AI. I'm not gonna get into the data center shit and stuff. Just AI in itself. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? For one, I think the most obvious thing that could be considered bad is cheating in school. Holy shit, it's so easy to cheat with AI. Now, you're an actual bot if you just write essay. If you put in an essay prompt and then you just are like, write me an essay for this. Like, bro, you're gonna get caught. Are you stupid? I've personally never cheated with an essay, because it's way too risky, bro. And also, like, come on, we are there to learn. When I cheat, because everyone has cheated with AI. You're a big fat liar if you say you haven't cheated with AI. When I cheat with AI, it's for like dumb shit. Like, for example, in college, you're forced to have some classes that literally don't matter whatsoever. I mean, I like psychology, so I took a random psychology elective last semester, and bro, it was just it was just a bunch of these like 20 question quizzes where you're intended to read like an hour and a half of all this basic psychology stuff. No, I'm not doing that. I don't know, bro. But I like talking about psychology and I like discussing it with people, but I don't like learning the concepts necessarily. Like, I don't really care about like postpartum depression and stuff. I'm sorry. Like, so I'd rather just use AI and just like copy and paste all the questions into there and just fill out the multiple choice quiz, you know? So I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing. Like, sure, could I have benefited from all that extra knowledge about like the actual psychology vocabulary and topics and stuff? Yeah, probably. But is it worth the opportunity cost of my time? Like, I'm not sure if that's the proper way of using opportunity cost. I've never used that term before. But basically, like, my time could be spent doing anything else. My time could be spent expanding this YouTube channel, which personally I think is a lot more productive. So I don't think cheating with AI is necessarily a bad thing all the time. I actually think it could encourage colleges and schools to make their classes just better, you know? Like, let's drop all the dumb shit. Let's make these kids learn stuff that they genuinely care about, you know? Because it's a common critique. Like, my friend has to take 2 language classes even though he wants to be an accountant. Why does he have to do that, bro? Like, it's just because those are expensive. Now, I go to a community college right now, so taking an elective class like that is not the end of the world. It's like a few $100. But for someone actually out of like a big 4-year school, and I'll be at a 4-year school in a year, like, I would not want to be blowing thousands of dollars on classes that dead ass mean nothing. So hopefully, everybody cheating with AI can encourage colleges to like maybe pivot things around. I mean, they need to make a buck too, but then again, like, we're not gonna get into a lot of money and greed shit, okay? All right, let's talk about something with AI that's actually like kind of undisputedly good. Learning, bro. It is so easy to learn with AI. So easy that it almost feels like cheating, bro. It almost feels like cheating because, you know, whenever I do like homework for like calc and stuff, I'll have just Gemini booted up on the side. And if there's a concept that comes up, I just like, it's so easy. It's just better Google, bro. I could just type it in and it can explain things. Now, it's not always correct, but it always gives a base idea of like this is where this concept comes from. Here's how it's proven. This is what it does. This is where it's useful in the real world. That's the type of stuff that helps me learn so much more, dude. I think a bad habit with math is, I'm a tutor at the school I go to, by the way. So I like to think I'm pretty qualified to talk about this. A bad habit that I see with people learning math is they don't understand the application of anything that they do, bruh. They just like, okay, this is a formula, let me memorize it. Oh, that problem, I recognize that problem. It looks like I should use this formula. Let me plug that shit in. Like, that's not a good way to learn, especially once you get to like the legit hard stuff, bro. And like having an AI that can be like, this concept is used in the real world here, and it does this, and this is how it's proven. That is so helpful to me, bro. That's so useful. Yeah, dude. AI, like, it's so good for learning, bro. So yeah, I think that's about all I got. I think that was a pretty productive discussion here. I think technology is probably overall a good thing. I think almost everybody would agree that technology in general is a good thing. But every now and then, there's some shit that kind of steps out of line. Now, there's a lot of bad stuff I could talk about with AI, like every single freaking app and whatever having a stupid corner where you're like, here, want to talk to our AI chatbot? No, dude, I don't want to talk to that stupid ass shit, bro. It's like, and dude, YouTube's adding so much dumb AI stuff. Like, I was watching a video the other day, and I scrolled down towards the comment section, and now they have AI summaries. Like, it's so stupid. You don't need all that freaking extra shit that nobody cares about. No one's looking at the AI summary, dude. It's just stupid. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it's just like, it's almost like it's treating me like I'm dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need all this extra shit for free, bro. Like, sure, adding more free stuff to a service that's cool, I guess, but it's also just like, literally useless. Just keep YouTube how it is, bro. Just keep YouTube how it is. Same with dumb shit like Microsoft Copilot. Windows is always making dumbass pop-ups like of all this, all dumb shit. Like, do you want to update now or do you want to adjust this? Like when you boot up the computer and shit. I just want to boot up my computer and be greeted with the exact same screen I do every single day for the past like 5 years of my entire life, bro. That's what I want. I don't want to update to all this dumb shit, bro. It's maybe technology isn't such a good thing, bro. There's a lot of dumb shit involved with it, but that's about all I got, man. Tomorrow's Moonlord. I'm pretty excited for that. That's honestly crazy, dude, because will I even be able to do that tomorrow? Hopefully. Fridays are my days with my least amount of time, so we'll see, bro. Whatever the case, whatever goes down, whether Moonlord Friday or Saturday, I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching. The Glass Cannon Challenge really has been pretty damn amazing. And if you have ideas, I'm not like I think I have a good idea of what I want to do next. I definitely want to do modded next because, quite frankly, I think I've just kind of solved vanilla Terraria. I mean, I've learned so much from this run as well, but I know like all the attack patterns of bosses. I just know too much about this shit. And I want to mix it up, bro. I want to get into some uncharted territory because modded, I know a good bit about Thorium, but I know nothing about Calamity. So, I probably will end up doing a Calamity run. There was one dude who kept commenting Calamity and Infernum for like the first 10 videos on this channel. So, maybe I'll do that, but let me know if you have any other ideas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm rambling on, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.